Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, and today we are building another team, an episode of Team Build and Battle for Series 6 with Hatterene G-Max. Now this Pokemon, we're going to use Magic Bounce. So the biggest reason why I'm wanting to use this Pokemon is because you can set up Trick Room. I said that weird. You can set up Trick Room here and not be taunted, which is really cool. So, you know, they taunt your Pokemon and whoop, you say, oh, no, you. And that's it. They're now taunted. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Trick Room is the name of the game here with our Hatterene G-Max. Now, there are some other things that we can do here. So my initial thought was to essentially make what we made before with the Trick Room stuff and have Trick Room, you know, and then 3 attacks probably. So Dazzling Gleam, maybe Expanding Force. I mean, it's probably worth it over Psychic just because of the chance that, like, you know, your Hatterene lives and then you boom do it again, which is cool. Or like then like if you max you all right. So I didn't explain that well at all. So you Dynamax your Hatterene or G-Max, Gigantamax, and then you hit him with the max Psychic, Psystorm, I think that's what it's called, Psychic Storm, something. I'm not sure. But yeah, Expanding Force is really strong then afterwards. So that's kind of the name of the game there. And then we're going to go for Mystical Fire as well, Mystical Fire, just to have more coverage there instead of Protect, because this is going to be the optimal, like, max target. And then we're going to have Focus Sash. Boom. Boom. I like Focus Sash on this Pokemon. It pretty much, you know, it says, hey, Trick Room's going up, bub. Like, you better, you know, be wary of the Trick Room going up. HP Special Attack. 4 into defense, no speed. Ha, got him. And we're gonna go to Quiet Nature. Boom, slow boy. Oh, there we go. 30. Now we're under speeding a Moongus. It's good. You set up Trick Room. Boom, can't get us. They can't even spore us anyway. Yeah, boom, you're dead. You're super dead, Amoongus. Got him. Now this could be Life Orb potentially as well, but I think Focus Sash for the time being is good. Probably switch it up. But yeah, we're going for Riolu here. Boom. Prankster. Bop. Pretty good stuff. Now we have Copycat. Look at that. Boom. Copycat. Pretty good stuff. This would be Focus Sash. But since we put that on Hatterene, we can check a couple of defensive calcs and see if Eviolite, you know, is good enough. But, I mean, trash stats. I mean, it's nothing. Its stats are not even really existent. So, you know, 40 goes to 60, with, you know, like, boom, 92 times 1.5, like 150, it's not bad. But, you know, we're, like, this should just be Focus Sash, to be honest. So, yeah, Focus Sash here, and then we're probably gonna go for something else here. But, probably Life Orb. Probably Life Orb. We'll see. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, Riolu also gets coaching, which is really cool. So we can make, you know, another strong Pokemon here. Do we get beat up? No. Okay, so Copycat and coaching. What else do you want on Riolu? Well, I probably want Protect. And probably Faint. I think Faint is really good. You just, like, you know, break the Protect, which is really good. But it's kind of weird, you know, if you set Trick Room, because then your Riolu is kind of, like, weird. But yeah, so if you didn't know the Copycat strat, I'm sure you have it. You know, I'm sure you know it now. Most players, you know, it's not super big, like it doesn't happen very frequently, but it will come up sometimes, and that's kind of like the whole strat of this team. So you go Hatterene G-Max, you Gigantamax it immediately, and go for a Trick Room, which turns into Max Guard, and then Riolu Copycat with Prankster uses that next as the next move, guaranteed. So and then uses Trick Room. So that's kind of the strat. Is boom boom, Copycat, Trick Room, and we got it. Yeah, it's good stuff. We're gonna max this guy's speed. That's all I know for a fact. We're gonna go there and minus special attack because Faint's physical. I got really small lifts there. Yeah. So Protect, Faint, coaching, Copycat. So we're gonna want something physical for that. My first idea here is Alolan Marowak. I think, you know, Marowak Alola is really strong. We have Rockhead to make it so it doesn't take any damage. You could also use Lightning Rod if you know, like the rest of the team wants that. But I'd rather just go for Rockhead, not take damage from Flare Blitz. It's pretty good. And I don't know how to type. Flare Blitz is pretty good. Poltergeist here, and then probably Bone Meringue, and then Protect, or actually Detect, because it gets that. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Flare Blitz, boom, boom, boom. Thick Club, because that ain't gonna interfere with anything. And then we're gonna go for a 0 speed here as well. We're just gonna be, you know, very strong. And speaking of very strong, just make it boom and boom. Easy stuff. Pretty easy spread. We're actually gonna put that into special defense. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference. Yeah, Marowak is good. Now, this is leaning a little bit hard Trick Room. So now I want to have something else. So Riolu coaching works really well with Marowak, but Marowak, you know, in Trick Room, which we're gonna want to have set up, if they don't like take out Riolu, then Marowak has to be kind of weird about this, right? And if we're expecting like fake out turn 1, we can go for a Protect with Riolu, and then yeah, Life Orb like Hatterene, we're probably still gonna get Trick Room set up. Now, Focus Sash is an option to put on Hatterene. The most reason we have it here with Protect is so that we can, you know, keep the fake out away turn 1. But if they fake out, they're probably not, you know, killing this thing, because yeah, it's like has decent natural bulk. Like 57 HP isn't much, but defense at 95 and special defense at 103, like it has pretty solid natural bulk. Things like Duraludon would be kind of annoying. You know, then you just have to go for the Max and Copycat strat, which is good, but if they have fake out, then it's kind of bad. But yeah, I mean, I don't expect like too much fake out with our Duraludon. It's Series 6, so like that's pretty specific stuff that they need to have. But yeah, they can't taunt Hatterene, which is really good. So Hatterene, Gmax, Riolu, Marowak is a good start. Now I want a fast physical type, a fast physical Pokemon that Riolu can just support really well with the coaching. Excuse me. It ain't COVID. Anyway, so here we have Hatterene, Gmax, Riolu, Marowak. We need a fast Pokemon that's good with Riolu. So let's just look at, you know, good attack stats. Something fairly fast. I'm looking for a fairly fast thing. My first instinct was, can you filter both? No. Attack. What do we want? Well, Haxorus does a lot of damage. That's kind of cool. Probably not. What are we looking for? Really? Like, Terrakion's good, of course, you know. But we don't really have any other beat up on the team. And we could go for like a beat up user as well, but I don't really wanna. I don't really want to use that as my like alternate thing. I do kind of want to go with Gigalith on the team, because then we can set this up pretty well and then go for that. And then like, you know, you can coaching the Gigalith and not worry too much about weakness policy, which is good. And then maybe Primarina. That was kind of my initial thoughts here, was Primarina, Gigalith, and Amoonguss. But then we're super slow. Like the whole team is then just like set Trick Room or bust, right? So I wanted a fast core, and Primarina and Amoonguss both don't have to be in a fast core to be good, which is pretty good. So yeah, Amoonguss gets Spore and Rage Powder. I probably shouldn't fill this in because it's not guaranteed yet. I don't know if I really want Amoonguss on the team just yet. But it fills out the Fire Water Grass core here, Fire Water Grass, which is pretty good. And we'd probably go with Energy Ball as the actual attack for this Pokemon, and then Protect. I put those in the wrong order. Energy Ball, Protect, I think that's good. You know, that gives us like an attack, a grass type attack with the Energy Ball, which is really good. And yeah, Primarina as well would probably become Life Orb, but we have Life Orb Hatterene already, so Primarina is, you know, a Pokemon that doesn't have to max, that can max, and I'd probably go with just like Throat Spray here instead then. Maybe even like something like Mystical Water or something could be good. Mystic Water could be cool as well. So we have Hyper Voice here, as well as Hydro Cannon, and the other moves. I don't know though. I don't know if I want this like as the core, right? Because like I just don't know if I need that, right? Hatterene, Gmax, Riolu, and Marowak. I want another Trick Room Pokemon, one that doesn't have to be like Trick Room setting. So that's where Amoonguss could work, right? We could go for Amoonguss, and then we could also go for either Belly Drum Azumarill or Rotom Wash with Nasty Plot. I think I'm leaning more towards Rotom Wash because then we have a fast Pokemon, or like a fairly fast Pokemon. And if you go for Nasty Plot, you can, you can afford to go into like HP and speed mostly, which is good. We'd probably go for like 2 attack Nasty Plot Protect here for that, and then Amoonguss. I'm an idiot for getting rid of the Amoonguss because we are actually going to use that. Spore, Rage Powder, Energy Ball was what I said I wanted, and then Protect. And of course we could go for you know, like Pollen Puff instead, but yeah, I think it's, you know, it's fine. So yeah, 252. I'm gonna use the same spread we were just using. It was 188 here, I believe, and then, or no, it was 180. Boom. And then Sassy, 0 speed. Good stuff. And this would probably see Koba, but maybe Akka could be good too. It just depends, like, what we expect to see really in the meta and stuff. This probably just Citrus, probably just like a Citrus Berry, Levitate, 2 attack, like I was saying, Hydro Pump, and Thunderbolts. Something else, Nasty Plot and Protect. This could change its coverage move for Mystical Fire. What else do they use? Giga Drain's an option. Not really. Dark Pulse, not really something I want. Shadow Ball, not really something I need too much. Maybe to deal with Dusclops, you could go for Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse. Maybe if the damage is there with Life Orb. We can calc that. We'll calc that. Not enough damage. Hatterene Max Phantasm into a... I mean, obviously this is a 252 spread, but it's usually pretty split and still like pretty generous into the special defense here. So even if we go for like 108, you know, like a random number, we're still only hitting like 70, you know, 70 to 80% at most. So it's not super reliable. I think I'd rather just go for Mystical Fire probably. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'd rather just go for Mystical Fire. I think I'd rather just go for Mystical Fire. Then we have like Fire at multiple places, which is good. We can set up the Sun and then bring in Marowak and just do a lot of damage under Trick Room, so that's really good as well. I like the Trick Room. I wish I had a more reliable way of setting Trick Room as well. I mean, this is the most reliable way of setting Trick Room, but it uses a whole lot of what we do. It guarantees this has to G-Max that game, which I kind of want to stray from, but that's why we're adding these here, and then we're gonna add another fast Pokemon, something that's physical, something that's not, it doesn't have to be fast, but I'd rather it be fast, but also very, very physically attacking. So yeah, Rotom covered the faster Pokemon that we need, but I do want fairly fast physical attacking Pokemon. I used Terrakion on my last build, or like my last video that I made, and I think it would probably work pretty well on this team as well. I just want another Pokemon that Riolu can just like lead with and make it really strong and with coaching. That's kind of the whole thing. Terrakion sounds kind of perfect for the role. I mean, we have a Fire, Water, Grass core already. Terrakion does a lot of good damage, which is good. It doesn't have to max, but it can. And when you use like, you can go for like a Riolu Terrakion lead and then go for like a coaching, do a lot of damage max if you want to, or not max, and then save your like these two in the back, like Amoonguss Rotom, and then Rotom goes for Nasty Plot later in the game, which like a Nasty Plot and then Dynamax could be insane, or even just like maxing without even, you know, needing Nasty Plot can be good. You can set the Rain, which is really cool. You can set Terrain, which is really cool. Terrain and Rain. So yeah, I think, you know, like Terrakion is kind of sounding really good to me. Also, we could go for like a Safety Goggles Terrakion. We don't have Safety Goggles anymore on our team, and that can be really good, actually. We can do like a lot of damage off when yeah, that could be good. I kind of like that, actually. Lumberry would work too, but there's not too much Will-O-Wisp right now. Like, you know, very, very common Dusclops are not really running Will-O-Wisp. Like, they're running like Nightshade, Pain Split, Trick Room, Ally Switch, or like Nightshade, Trick Room, Ally Switch, and, you know, random attack. Not attack, but random move. So I think it's pretty reliable to go for Terrakion here. I think I like Safety Goggles on Terrakion. That means that like we can just bring it out, not care about Amoonguss, which is like a very big amount of the water type Pokemon. It does suck. We have like a pretty obvious Primarina hard matchup. Like Primarina will be hard. I mean, our best move is to bring Amoonguss in. against that and hit him with a Spore. But if they set up like Misty Terrain beforehand, then like kind of yikes, you know. Rotom like can deal with it. Let's make sure Rotom can do the damage. So let's check a damage calc for that. Okay, so here we have at max damage +2 from the +2. I said that weird. +2 from Nasty Plot, and then also just max invested with Modest as well. Special attacking max lightning off of the root move Thunderbolt into Primarina with 252 HP. The 4 is usually going to be into defense instead of special defense. And then we're hitting 99 to 117, which is, you know, 93.8% chance to OHKO, which is a really, really reliable calc most of the time. So, you know, like worst comes to worst, we could even lead that, which is pretty reliable. So, yeah, we need this plus Modest 100%. The rest is maybe going to go to speed and HP, and we'll see. I think probably speed more likely. What do we need to outspeed currently in the meta with Terrakion? We naturally outspeed Primarina, so we can just like go for Amoonguss Rotom lead, and then Nasty Plot turn 1. Amoonguss probably goes down to you know, whatever it does. Maybe we can even like use the berry to proc that instead. Like maybe we can just go for like a Guave and like a specially defensive Amoonguy. Copa Berry is just like solid for it. There's not a lot of max airstream though, to be fair, in series 5 or in series 6. I mean, honestly, there's not really that much, which is really weird. Arcanine or Talonflame's Brave Bird is pretty annoying, so that's pretty worth it to do that. Yachi Berry is good for Lapras if we need to fix the Lapras matchup. It's weird. Let's check Terrakion's calc and see if we can take down Lapras pretty easily. So here we are into Lapras with 228 HP. This is just their generic one. Let's see with 4 and 0 defense, because that seems to be the pretty typical version right now. +1 from coaching. This is from coaching. And Terrakion close combat. Into Lapras doing about 89 to 105, which is not relevant, or not relevant. It's not reliable enough. So honestly, I'm thinking I might just want to go for like a Urshifu there at the end. Like the dark Urshifu could be really good actually. And I haven't really used the regular Urshifu, like the fighting dark. I've used the rapid strike mostly. But I think it could be good. We could go for like a choice band potentially. Life Orb is already spoken for, and so is Focus Sash. So those are the two ways that I typically go for. I've been liking Life Orb Urshifu a lot because of Sage and Park's team. But I think Choice Band could be really good. We have a lot of Protect on our team already. Actually, everything has Protect except for Hatterene Gmax. So I think Choice Band's probably the way to go. As long as we can make sure it does the damage against Lapras, and I believe it does, actually. So let's go ahead and double check that. So it's not doing quite enough damage here. 252 attack, Choice Band, Pangoro. This is Pangoro. Oh, wait. We do have a little bit more there. 130. So we're doing about 90 to 106, which is a lot of damage. But, you know, we're going to go to +1 with coaching. So I think against Lapras, we have to go with that coaching. And, yeah, Talonflame could throw a notch in that plan. Let's see here. Talonflame, are you doing enough damage with Brave Bird? You are. So that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, these aren't the exact same calcs, but I think Pangoro is actually naturally more bulky. So yeah, I think Urshifu, you know, like against Talonflame Lapras, we would have a lot of or a very, very hard time dealing with that. So I think Urshifu, like Choice Band, still seems good to me, but to be fair, we don't need Choice Band completely. So maybe we get Coba Berry here, actually, which is really weird, but could be good. Could be good. Are there any fairy Pokemon that we're really, really afraid of right now? I mean, Primarina, obviously, but like, you know, our Primarina match is a little bit spoken for. Like, if we think they're gonna go for like Talonflame Primarina, then we go, you know, actually we could set Trick Room, but I think we just go for the Amoonguss Rotom, then to set that up. Yeah, Coba Berry is then spoken for here on Amoonguss, so we wouldn't want that for Urshifu anyway. There, but I really wish I could Focus Sash. Everything kind of wants Focus Sash on this team, but I think that's probably okay. Fighting Dark here is going to be really strong. There's going to be a couple of fairy things that are kind of hard to deal with, but like Primarina really is it. Choice Band, I think we're going to opt for Choice Band. Obviously, there's a couple of weaknesses. Talonflame is going to be pretty annoying for the team, but if they're setting up like Talonflame with Tailwind, we just bring like Hatterene and Riolu in the back. Urshifu goes down, we have like Amoonguss Urshifu against that, like a Primarina Talonflame kind of deal. And then, you know, switch, or like Urshifu goes down, that's fine in that case. But I mean, to be fair, if it's Primarina, I'm not going to be bringing Urshifu into it anyway. But if it's like a Lapras Talonflame team, then I think like, I don't know, it's like kind of bad. I think like the Lapras matchup could be kind of bad in that scenario. Does this get Brick Break? That's good to know if it does. So that's something that we can keep in mind for the future. Let's go ahead and just max HP, or we'll do most attack because it's Focus Sash anyway, so it's fine. Hatterene's done. Everything's done. Rotom. We're gonna go for HP here. I don't think I need speed as much. I really want speed. Let's do a couple of defensive calcs for Rotom Wash to see if we like get anywhere with that. Okay, so I'm not really worried about Zarina, which is a good random Pokemon to have good calc for. Ferrothorn, not too bad either. This is with 252 HP and random amounts of defense, but yeah, I think we're gonna go for HP instead of speed actually, which is kind of weird. But it's what I think I need to do because I don't think the speed is too necessary. We're gonna put the 4 into there just to outspeed Rotom. Maybe put that into defense. I'm not sure. But this is what we're gonna go for: HP and special attack. It's like a sweeping, nasty plot. A little bit bulky, you know, with the HP and Dynamax, and then yeah. So I think most of the time, if we're thinking Rotom's gonna be the win con, we have to save our Dynamax and have nasty plot for that, which is like probably okay because I think Riolu plus Marowak or Riolu plus Urshifu can be really, really strong in the beginning of the game. Marowak obviously has its weaknesses. It's not super bulky, but its defense is alright, and HP investment is pretty good, makes that pretty good. Special defense is not bad as well. So, you know, Riolu Marowak or Riolu Urshifu could be a pretty good way to start the game if we expect to not want to Trick Room. But we could also go for Hatterene and Riolu, that could be good, and Amoonguss Rotom lead could just be good off the bat as well. Let's go ahead and fill out Urshifu a little bit. Close Combat, Wicked Blow, coverage move and protect works. Does this get detect? It does. Whoa, I didn't know that. Then we have 6 protect, 5 protect. Oh wait, we're choice band. We can't do that. So Sucker Punch, I know, as well. Sucker Punch, and then what's our last attack gonna be actually? Let's look at common Urshifu's. Sucker Punch, detect. Yeah, Iron Head is good. Iron Head could be good. Poison Jab, U-turn. U-turn could be better. Thunder Punch, Rock Slide. I'm leaning either U-turn or Iron Head, and I don't think we're going to be maxing very frequently, especially due to the choice band, so I think I want to probably go U-turn. Let's check the calc for into Clefairy with choice band real quick, because yeah, our PZ matchup could be pretty mediocre. We are setting Trick Room immediately, which is really good. Reum. I keep like saying my 2 O's like, so, all right, listen. So somebody showed me a video the other day, and it was like, okay, Google. And now that's like kind of all I've been thinking when I say, like, when I accidentally say it that way. And I'm mad. I'm mad that I keep saying it that way. Anyway, what was I looking up? Oh, Urshifu. Yeah. So Pingoro, updated. Come on, Squirrel Boy. Squirrel Boy, I know you got it in you. 130 here. Adamant, we're going to switch it to Jolly. It's going to be Jolly. Choice Band as well. We can't do the damage with Iron Head. Maybe that's still the best thing. Maybe that's still the best thing that we have here. But yeah, Clefairy's kind of annoying. Actually, very annoying. We don't have Taunt. Does Riolu get Taunt? That would have been good. That would have been good. Close Combat, Wicked Blow. Iron Head seems okay. We don't take the knockout, but it would still be, I think, in our best interest. We go Riolu, Urshifu. I think against PZ, we just go for this, though. So I don't think, like, Urshifu, but I guess, like, Iron Head's good in the back, because then we have, like a way to answer it a little bit, like, later in the game, maybe. But it, honestly, like, if PZ takes down, like, Riolu, Hatterene, and then we have to still deal with Clefairy, I think we just lose that matchup anyway. But oh well. Oh well is what I'm thinking. I think yeah, I think PZ is gonna be kind of messy, kind of a messy matchup. We can switch Marowak in like after a little to like, all right. So here's what we are gonna do. We go Hatterene Riolu. Then we have is that enough to give me the lightning rod? Because if we lightning rod, then their max lightning can't set the terrain, and then Amoonguss can be a win con with Spore. I'm gonna go with it. It might be wrong. It might be wrong. Rockhead will probably be more consistent, more better. It'll probably be better more so of the time. But I think that is like having Amoonguss Spore under Trick Room is enough of a win con to have to go for that. That's what I'm thinking. Did we give this guy stats? Well, let's give him some stats real quick. It's just gonna be that. It's jolly. We don't have to do that, but that's what we're gonna be doing. Lax. Imagine putting Lax on something. So yeah, a lot of 252. But I think, you know, for time being, this is good. Rotom, we'll get a more sophisticated spread one day. You know, but everything else kind of just wants to do 252 stuff. So I think it's fine. I like this team. I think it's cool. I think it does some cool stuff, but yeah, it definitely has weaknesses. It has to have weaknesses. Dracozolt is a weakness because you can't Spore. So I think Lightning Rod is really good. I think Lightning Rod helps with the Dracozolt matchup as well as PZ matchup. Even if they don't go for you know, their electric type moves, I still think this is like pretty relevant to have the Lightning Rod. I still think it's probably worth it. I'm tired. I gotta stop doing these videos at night with my fan off. It gets really hot and I'm tired, and I get tired in the heat. I get tired when it's hot in my room. So yeah, a lot of Protect. I like to see that. I like the team. I think it's cool. It's probably has some weaknesses that I wasn't thinking about. Like Colossal matchup could be rough. We have Rotom, which is going to be good for that matchup, and we need to set Trick Room in that matchup. And if we go for Riolu, Hatterene, I mean, obviously, you know, they target down Riolu 100% of the time. If they go for a Surf and G-Max Volcalith, then that sucks a lot. But I think, you know, we still get up with Copycat. We still get up Trick Room guaranteed, which is really good. They need to have a Prankster Taunt, which we don't have Whimsicott anymore. And, you know, Riolu doesn't get that. And Riolu is actually faster than Grimmsnarl, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be faster than Grimmsnarl with investment. So we're probably okay. You know, probably okay. So this is what we're gonna run with. We're gonna go play a game or two, we'll see what's up. If I lose them all, then we'll doctor this team up another time. But I don't intend to lose them all. So let's go play some games. Okay. So we have some interesting stuff. We have Wicked Blow into his own attack point. Crocodile makes sense. Kind of want to open with the Amoonguss. Cobra Berry. We are Cobra Berry, right? Cobra Berry. So we live the Talonflame attack. So we can do that. We can go for that. It could be good. Amoonguss lead here. I think I like that. Maybe Urshifu with it. Probably not though, actually. Amoonguss Rotom, go for a Nasty Plot and then and live that turn and then just Dynamax and sweep everything. I think that's what we're gonna go for. Amoonguss Rotom, and then I kind of want to have like Marowak, Hatterene in the back. I think that could be good, but at the same time, if he still has like Crocodile or Urshifu or even Gengar, he's doing a lot of damage to my Hatterene. So I think I just want to bring like Urshifu in the back and probably Riolu, because then we can have some coaching, and Fate could you know, give us some cool stuff at the end of the game. But we already have Urshifu anyway. I think we're gonna bring Hatterene out, honestly. I don't know. Marowak's good too. We're not going to be setting Trick Room, but we have... Alright, I'm going to go with Marowak. We also have Lightning Rod, which is cool with that. We're probably not going to see that, though. Okay, so we see Talonflame Crocodile. That's fine. Intimidate. Not Anger Point. Okay. Okay, interesting. So, kind of sucks that we didn't bring Hatterene, because I feel like he didn't bring Urshifu as well, or Gengar, or maybe like one of the two. But that's probably okay. We can go for a Rage Powder here if we want to. We could also just go for a Spore and a Crocodile and like a Thunderbolt into the Talonflame. That could be good. Now we can just lean for like a Marowak max at the end of the game. He doesn't really have anything that's just super good against it. I mean, obviously he has a lot of like dark coverage. I could go for a protect as well. I could like protect a nasty plot turn 1. I think Crocodile is probably gonna target down Rotom though. Well, honestly, I don't know. I think he might double into the Amoonguss. I'm gonna go for a protect and a nasty plot. Nah, protect and Thunderbolt. It's safer. It's safer. Okay, so he switches into Tangrowth. We go for a protect this turn, and he rock slides. Okay, so let's see if I can get flinched. No flinch, but Thunderbolt does no damage. We should have just nasty plotted. So leftovers Tangrowth, which is pretty interesting. I could have gone for a Spore this turn, but it's whatever. Tangrowth, what does Tangrowth do? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what Tangrowth is doing here. I could just go for an energy ball, do a lot of damage into Crocodile. Could switch as well. I think you know, Crocodile, I don't know. He's not really doing much. He'll just Spore the Crocodile, make it not like a big threat, and then go for a protect with Rotom, so Tangrowth doesn't kill it. Rock Slide, I think he's probably gonna flinch me this time. I just feel like he's gonna. Cool. Good job, Dub. What did I call him? Good job, dude. We're gonna energy ball into the Crocodile and switch into Urshifu. We'll take that Giga Drain pretty easily, which is fine. Like, it's not gonna be doing much damage. Rock Slide is gonna do no damage as well, as long as Amoonguss doesn't get critted this time, or flinched, I mean. So did a lot of damage. We should just sport it though, to be honest. Like, now Crocodile is in range, and now I think I want to Spore whatever comes in. Sounds weird. It was a weird play. I know it was a weird play. But now I think I just want to... Oh, we don't have protect. I wanted to just protect this turn. Oh, well. I think he's going to switch his Crocodile. That's like what he probably should do. We're just going to Wicked Blow, get a lot of damage into Tangrowth. It's probably fine. Yeah, Rage Powder takes a lot of damage. Yeah, I forgot that thing got Rage Powder. That's crazy. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it's fine, because Spore, you know, or like Amoonguss doesn't care. It still gets through. So we Spore the Crocodile. I'm actually pretty surprised that the Crocodile attacked, but oh well. I was expecting a switch. How fast is Tangrowth? 49 to 112, so it's faster than Marowak because it's 0 speed, which is pretty annoying, but it's okay. I think switching to Rotom here could be good, or we could just go Energy Ball into Crocodile. I think he's probably going to switch. He should probably switch. I'm going to call that. I'm going to make that call, and we're going to Spore here, and then we're going to go for a Max Flare here, I think, into the Tangrowth. We could also Quake the Crocodile. That could be a really good play. Quake into the Crocodile spot. No, he has Talonflame in the back. I think that's going to be his switch. So we'll just Max Flare the Tangrowth. That's fine. I think that's okay. Alright, so he switches to Gengar, so we made a good read there with the Spore. He protects. That's okay. We'll kill through Protect, I believe. I know the Tangrowth is super bulky, but we should kill through Protect. And then we Spore. So we made the good play there. Crocodile in the back is sleeping, and Talonflame isn't really doing that much. We can Protect this turn and then go for a Phantasm into the Talonflame. I think Talonflame is the problem, right? But honestly, getting up, I don't know, kill the Gengar? Yeah, we just Protect 100%, and then we'll go for a Phantasm into the Talonflame. Talonflame's probably Sash. Like, looking at his team, it's probably... Well, actually, no, Raichu's probably Sash. So, honestly, Talonflame's probably Safety Goggles. So, yeah, if we make this call, then GG. Yeah, cool. So, now, you know, he's just got 2 Sleeping Boys in the back. And both of them can't wake up this next turn, which is really good. So, yeah, Energy Ball takes out Crocodile, and Phantasm takes out Gengar. Pretty GG there. So, good stuff. He maxes Gengar, but he's sleeping, so... You know, he just did that to try and live, but probably dead. Like, this thing hits so hard. Gengar doesn't really have much HP. That could have also been Sash as well, the Gengar, but it wasn't. So whatever. GG. Alright, so that was pretty cool. I liked that game. It was fun. We now have Toxapex and Turtonator. Very interesting stuff there. Jesus Burger King. Pretty interesting stuff. He's got Togedemaru as well, which is pretty weird on his team. Not gonna lie. I mean, Nussel's pretty annoying, sure, but you know, Hatterene Riolu is good lead here, but at the same time, if that's neutralizing gas, it's Probably not that strong because we lose Prankster. I still think it's probably worth to lead into that. And yeah, I think that's good. I think he still isn't going to kill the Riolu because it's pretty fast. So we're going to go Hatterene Riolu. Although, to be fair, then that could be bad. Yeah, I don't think I want that now, actually. I think it's another Rotom. Rotom is good here, actually, game. I don't know. So I think it's pretty obvious that we want to go for Hatterene Riolu here. So I think Weezing is going to be really annoying. We can go for Hatterene Riolu and then make a good switch into like either Marowak. Because if he attacks with like a steel type move into Marowak, it's going to not take that much damage. And then we can go for a coaching, and then it outspeeds the Ferrothorn. So those, and then I think Amoonguss is our last Pokemon for this matchup, actually. Because nothing else really cares about the Weezing. You know, like none of our Pokemon really care about Weezing except for the initial strat of Hatterene Riolu. And maybe I'm just reading into the Weezing too much here, but yeah, I think Weezing is definitely the reason that we might have a bit of trouble with this team. So we'll see if he brings the Weezing, Togedemaru, and Ferrothorn. Okay, cool. So we can actually just do the thing here, which is pretty cool. Now, Togedemaru can fake out the Riolu, which is annoying. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. He has double steal here, which is interesting. We could just flare the Ferrothorn because, like, that's kind of not expected. Flare the Ferrothorn and then just go for a protect, stop the fake out turn 1. I think that's pretty reliable. That's what I'm gonna do. Switches into Turtonator, makes sense. You know, I should have gone for a different move probably, but oh well. Fake out's the Riolu, of course. Flare's not gonna do any damage now. Yeah, that was a really good switch. Actually, a very, very strong defensive switch. And now there's you know, Sun up, which is kind of annoying. I think I just want to go for a Smite now. But honestly, like, Guard here would be really good as well. I think Guard with the with Copycat is really good. I think that's what we're gonna go for here. I like that play. He might switch into Weezing, but Dynamax Togedemaru. Okay, interesting. Okay, so Trick Room is set. Steel Spike. We read into the. I'm surprised that even he did that, but oh well. Very good stuff. I like that. I like what we did here. So we could go for a Max Flare and Togedemaru, but I think it's gonna guard this turn. So I just want to set up Smite onto the Turtonator. I think that's really good. And then probably switch. Maybe into Amoonguss. There's just no reason not to, really. So Smite the Turtonator. Turtonator's gone. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what Trap Set does. Like, I don't know what any of that does. We live the Steel Spike. It's weird, dude. Like, Togedemaru, Max Togedemaru is weird. What is happening? We can just Spore the other Pokemon and go for a Mystical Fire into the Togedemaru. It's probably going to be Sash, but that's probably fine because we have Marowak in the back. So, yeah, we're still just doing a lot of damage. Does Feint get through Max Guard? I honestly don't know that. So here we actually, I think we just Mystical Fire the Togedemaru. I think, well, we can't Spore now, so we're going to just attack that and Spore the Togedemaru. That's the best play. Spore the Togedemaru and Flare or Mystical Fire the Ferrothorn, but that thing's dead. Quad Weak in Sun, like, it's probably dead. Protect, yep, that makes sense, but still Spore goes through. Yeah, Trick Room, I mean, Amoonguss under Trick Room is just so strong. What's his last Pokemon? We don't know. We don't know what it is. I think I'm going to fire, Mystical Fire, I think I'm just going to Mystical Fire the Ferrothorn once again. And break the Sash on Togedemaru. That's what I want to do. I think that's the best way to go about this turn. Granted, though, Ferrothorn is slower. Ferrothorn's slower. Oh, duh. It's an obvious play. We just Rage Powder. Oh, no. Ferrothorn gets through Rage Powder. Hard plays. I think we're just going to Mystical Fire into you. Fire off a Mystical Fire. Fire off a Mystical Fire. Because we don't have Protect, which is pretty annoying. And yeah, I think we're just going to go for our original play, breaking the Togedemaru Sash. Neutralizing Gas. So it did come, but we got a critical hit there. Which I don't think it mattered, to be honest. But Relevant. Yeah. Ferrothorn comes back in. We're going to Mystical Fire again. Mystical Fire into that. And Energy Ball, the Togedemaru. Just get more damage down. I feel like he's going to protect. Does he not? Like, maybe it's not min speed. It's probably not min speed. That's why he protected. It has to be. Yeah, we should just attack the Togedemaru. That was my bad. That was a bad play. But whatever. So it woke up and it's confused, but it got through both, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Because now we bring in Marowak, which is faster than Ferrothorn. And yeah, that's fine. If it's not min speed, it's 40, which I still feel like is probably okay. So we're bringing in Marowak. He's probably really sad to see Marowak as my last Pokemon. Did he go for Protect this turn? This last turn? He did. Okay, Flare Blitz, that thing is dead, and then we Spore the Togedemaru. We're looking pretty good. I don't really see any way that he can get out of this one with Ferrothorn and Togedemaru. What a weird team. You know, good on you for playing it. Weird teams rise up. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a singles team, to be honest. But just because like Toxapex is, like in my opinion, better in singles. Yeah, Iron Head's doing nothing. No damage. He has Akaberry, but yeah, Thick Club Marowak doesn't care at all. Yeah, here we see the Rockhead come up. Like, Rockhead would have been great, but oh well. An Energy Ball, like in case we miss, but probably don't miss, yeah. Bye-bye, Togedemaru. Yeah, Rockhead would be good, but like I was saying, I think Lightning Rod, honestly, is probably better overall for the team, or for Marowak in general. I just think it's a little better for the team. It gives us Amoonguss, like, as you can see there, like, Amoonguss was insane under Trick Room, so I think it's worth it. Anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Pokepace will be down in the description below if that is if you want to test out this team. I think it's a pretty cool team. I like Hatterene Riolu a lot. I think it's really good. Anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Makes a huge difference. And yeah, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, and support me on Patreon if that's what you're into. I made it sound like it's like a weird thing. No, it's just like you can get coaching and stuff. That's really all it is, coaching and articles and stuff. So yeah, yeah, all the descriptions will be down below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week. Good luck in the Players Cup. That is tomorrow. I'm uploading this on Thursday. I'm recording it on Tuesday. It's gonna go up on Thursday. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.